Learn English through stories B27 PDF. Adapted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. Contents 1. The Little Prince. Chapters 17 to 20. 2 sentences 8, 3 picture dictionary. Chapter 17, Earth. The seventh planet is the Earth. The Earth is a very big planet. There are 111 kings on Earth. There are also 7,000 geographers, 900,000 businessmen, 7.5 million drunk men, 311 million men who need to be admired. Together, 2 billion adults live on this planet. The Earth is really big. I want to show you how big the planet is. I want to give you one example. Before electricity, 462,511 lamplighters work on Earth. These lamplighters have to turn on and turn off the lamps on 6 continents. When you look at the Earth from some distance, you can see a beautiful show. The lamplighters are like the dancers in the opera. Their organization is perfect. The lamplighters of New Zealand and Australia come first. They turn on their lamps. Then the lamplighters of China come. Then the lamplighters of Russia and India. Then the lamplighters of Africa and Europe. Then the lamplighters of South America and of North America. And they never make a mistake. It is beautiful. Only the lamplighter of one lamp at the North Pole and his colleague at the South Pole have easy lives. They work twice a year. When I speak about the lamplighters, you can think that there are many people on Earth. Now I want to tell you more about people on Earth. People take very little space on Earth. If the 2 billion people on Earth stand close together, they can all be in one square. The square is 20 miles long and 20 miles wide. You can put all people on a small island. Of course, adults don't believe this information. They think that they take a lot of space. They think that they are as important as the baobabs. But they can make their own calculation. They love numbers and they like to count. But you don't have to do it. It is not necessary. Believe me. When the little prince comes on Earth, he is surprised. He is surprised because he doesn't see any people. He starts to think that he is on the wrong planet. But then he sees something in the sand. "Good evening," says the little prince. "Good evening," says the snake. "What is this planet?" asks the little prince. "It is the planet Earth. You are in Africa," the snake says. "Ah, are there no people on Earth? This is the desert. There are no people in the desert," says the snake. The little prince sits down on a rock. He looks at the stars. "Look at my planet," the little prince says. "My planet is up there, but it is very far. It is beautiful," the snake says. "Why are you here? I have some problems with a flower," says the little prince. "Ah," says the snake. And he is quiet. Chapter 18, A Garden. Where are the people? The little prince continues in the conversation with the snake after some time. "I feel alone in the desert. You feel alone with people too," says the snake. The little prince looks at him for a long time. "You are a funny animal," he says. "You are very slim." The snake says, "I am slim, but I am stronger than a king." The little prince smiles. "You are not very strong. You don't have legs. You can't travel very far. I can take you very far," the snake says. He turns around the little prince's leg. "When I touch somebody, I can send the person back to the land from which he comes," the snake says. "But you are a good person, and you come from a star." The snake continues, "You are so weak on this planet. I can help you one day if you want to go back to your planet. I can bite you, and you can travel very far." "Oh, I understand," says the little prince. The little prince says goodbye to the snake. Then he is walking in the desert. He meets a flower. "Good morning," says the little prince. "Good morning," says the flower. "Where are the people?" the little prince asks. "People? I believe that 6 or 7 people live on Earth. I see them sometimes in a caravan, but you never know where they are. The life is very difficult for them because they don't have any roots. The wind takes them away." "Goodbye," says the little prince. "Goodbye," says the flower. The little prince sees a high mountain. The only mountains which he knows are the 3 volcanoes, which are as high as his knees. He thinks, "From this high mountain, I can see the whole planet and all the people." He goes to the top of the mountain, but he only sees other mountains around. "Hello," he says. "Hello, hello, hello," the echo answers. "Who are you?" asks the little prince. "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" the echo answers. "Let's be friends. I am alone," he says. "I am alone, I am alone, I am alone," the echo answers. "This is a strange planet," he thinks. "The planet is dry and hard, and people here only repeat what you say to them. On my planet I have a flower. She always speaks first." The little prince is walking for a long time through sand and rocks. Then he finally sees a road. And all roads go to people. "Good morning," says the little prince. He is standing before a garden full of roses. "Good morning," say the roses. The little prince is looking at the roses. They all look like his flower. He is surprised. "Who are you?" he asks. "We are roses," the roses say. "Ah," says the little prince. And he is very unhappy. His flower says that she is the only flower of her kind in the whole universe. And here are 5,000 roses, all the same, in one garden. He thinks, "So my rose is not very special. I have only a normal rose. So I have a normal rose and 3 volcanoes which are as high as my knees. It isn't much. I think that I am not a great prince." And he is lying in the grass, and he is very sad. Chapter 19, Fox. Then the fox comes. "Good morning," says the fox. "Good morning," the little prince says. "Who are you? You are very pretty." "I am a fox," says the fox. "Play with me," the little prince says. "I am very sad." "I can't play with you. I am wild," the fox says. "Ah, I am sorry," says the little prince. But after some time he asks, "What is wild?" "You are not from here," says the fox. "What are you looking for?" "I am looking for people," says the little prince. "What is wild?" "People," says the fox, "have guns, they hunt. It is a problem for me. They also have chickens. I like chickens. Are you looking for chickens?" "No," says the little prince. "I am looking for friends." "What is wild?" "When I am wild, I am not connected to you and you are not connected to me." "You are not connected to me, it is true," the fox says. "For me you are only a little boy, like other little boys. And I don't need you. And you don't need me. For you I am only a fox like other foxes. But if I am not wild for you, you need me and I need you. You can be the only boy in the world for me, I can be the only fox in the world for you." "I start to understand," the little prince says. "I have a flower, I think that she isn't wild for me." "It is possible," says the fox. "On Earth we can see many different things." "Oh, my flower is not on Earth," the little prince says. The fox asks, "On another planet?" "Yes, are there hunters on your planet?" No, it is interesting, and chickens? No. Oh, nothing is perfect, says the fox. After some time, the fox says, My life is always the same. I hunt chickens. Men hunt me. All the chickens are similar, and all the men are similar too. So, it is a little boring. My life can be better if I am not wild for you. When I hear your steps, I can be happy. The other steps can scare me. But your steps are like music to me. And it is not all. Do you see the cornfields there? I don't eat bread. For me, corn is not important. The cornfields say nothing to me. And it is sad. But you have golden hair. Your hair is beautiful. The corn is also golden. When I see the corn, I remember you. When I hear the wind in the corn, I can be happy. The fox is quiet. The fox looks at the little prince for a long time. Please, stay with me for some days, the fox says. It can be nice to stay with you, says the little prince. But I don't have much time. I want to find friends. I want to learn new things. We only learn about things which are connected to us, says the fox. People don't have time to learn. They buy things from shops. But because there are no shops where you can buy friends, people don't have friends. If you want a friend, be connected to me, okay? What do I have to do? Asks the little prince. You have to be very patient, says the fox. First, you have to help me not to be wild. You have to sit at a little distance from me in the grass. I can watch you with one eye, and you say nothing. Words can be a problem sometimes, but every day you can sit a little closer. Chapter 20, Secret. The next day, the little prince returns. It is better if you return at the same hour, says the fox. If you come, for example, at 4 in the afternoon, then at 3 I start to be happy. At 3:30 I am more happy. At 4 I am very happy. I can show you how happy I am. But if you come at different time, I don't know when I can start to be happy. We need some rules. Why do we need rules? Asks the little prince. The rules are important. They make one day different from other days. The rules make 1 hour different from other hours. For example, hunters have their rules too. They dance with the girls from the village every Thursday. So Thursday is a beautiful day. I can walk to the village with no problems. If the hunters dance on different days, I don't know when it is holiday for me. So the little prince spends some time with the fox every day. And when the hour of his departure is near, the fox says, I'm sad. I want to cry. It is your mistake, says the little prince. I don't want to hurt you. But you want to be with me. Yes, of course, says the fox. But you cry, says the little prince. Yes, of course, says the fox. But then you get nothing. I get something, says the fox. The color of the corn helps me get something. Then the fox says, Go and look again at the roses. You can understand now that your rose is special. Then come back to say goodbye to me. I have a present for you. The present is a secret. The little prince goes to look at the roses again. He speaks to them. You are not like my rose, the little prince says. You are nothing to me at this moment. Nobody is connected to you, and you are connected to nobody. You are like my fox on the first day, not connected to me. But the fox is my friend now, and the fox is special to me. Then he continues, You are beautiful, but you are empty. Nobody wants to die for you. Of course, if somebody only walks around my rose is not special to this person. But my rose is more important to me than all the other roses because she is the rose who I give water. She is the rose who I put under the glass. She is my rose. I listen to her when she is not happy. and I listen to her when she is happy. The little prince returns to the fox. Goodbye, he says. Goodbye, says the fox. Here is my secret. It is a simple secret. You see clearly only with the heart. What is important, eyes can't see. What is important, eyes can't see, repeats the little prince. He wants to remember this secret. The time which you spend with your rose makes your rose so important. The time which I spend with my rose makes my rose so important, says the little prince. People forget one truth, says the fox. But this truth is important. You are responsible for something what is connected to you. You are responsible for your rose. I am responsible for my rose, the little prince repeats. 2 Sentences 8. Conditional sentences. To talk about things that are possible, you often use if in a sentence. A sentence with if is called a conditional sentence. Here is an example of a conditional sentence with the if clause printed in color. 1. If you freeze water, it becomes solid. 2. If it rains tomorrow, I'll take the car. 3. If I lived closer to the cinema, I would go more often. 4. If there's no rice in the cupboard, we'll buy some more. 5. If we don't work hard, we'll never learn. 6. If we leave now, we'll arrive on time. 7. We'll play indoors if it rains. 8. You'll get sick if you don't eat good food. 9. Sam will do well in his piano recital if he practices regularly. 10. He would travel more if he was younger. 3. Picture dictionary page.